For that, we have to thank Elvis and Sharon Dias of AMO Invents. Let's give a big round of applause for Elvis and Sharon. Thank you very much. So did you guys have a good time? Am I going to find that second wife I was looking for? Uh-huh. And at least one thing for sure, I think nobody, at least in this gathering and many other people here, will ever ask me again, are you South Indian? Because, look, you got to live with this. I'm East Indian and I'm proud to be one. Before I call Cornell up on the stage to propose a vote of thanks, I want you all to give yourselves a huge round of applause for this wonderful evening. Thank you very much. My name is Neil Murray. I'm a member of this Gymkhana and I enjoy doing these things. Thank you. Cornell.
I need to hear you a lot. Yes, no, shout. Okay. It's taken some of us 4 months to put this together with Neil, Rosalind, and the rest of y'all. 2 fantastic days. There's the third day also and the annual. I slipped yesterday. I don't know where my friend Mari Paul is. I forgot to thank her because she handled the choir. I think you need to give Mari Paul a big, big hand. She'll be here to entertain you with 30 artists of the Bandra Gymkhana. Okay, that's tomorrow. So I said that. And of course, CR Cuisine, J.H. Fernandez, our decorators, Roger and Dave Drago. Come on, give them a round of applause. Neil has already told you who handled the food festival, which is Lucia, Vinita, Avion, and Ainsley. Give them a big hand. We have plenty of food. We leave the lights on. As soon as we shut off the sound, you can sit here, enjoy yourself. I have one reminder, the vintage car rally is on. People have gone in numbers. It will be there till 1 o'clock tomorrow. So we have the entire morning session before those beauties go back. I don't know, Neil is still looking out for that East Indian wife to take home. The most important thing he didn't say that he wants to be a Garzawai. You know what that means? Okay. So, on behalf of all my colleagues in the managing committee, my 80 years celebration committee, I think our trustee that has coined this celebration over the last 4 months happens to be here. To our chief guest, a big thank you. And to Roger. I think, Roger, you need to say a few words before I sign off. Thank you, good night, God bless, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, I might be here. I think I should stand. Okay. Is it okay? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm an East Indian and I'm very proud to be an East Indian. And I married a Goan and I'm very proud to have married a Goan. Okay? Because I think each of us have our own identities. But one thing I have to explain, that every time I've seen an East Indian program, I have been embarrassed because of the quality. You know, and there's only one person who made a difference, and that was about 10 years ago. And his name, he happens to share the same first name as me, Roger Drago. So when we conceptualized this whole program, I said, Bandra used to be oozing with East Indians, just like Dobitala was oozing with Goans. And this is something we have to raise the bar with. And there's only one person who can do it. And Roger said, don't worry, man. I'll get my cousin, Lucia's cousin, James. Jimmy will be there. And Jimmy was there. And let's give Jimmy a very, very big hand. What a show. What a show. And if you all agree with me, I think Jimmy has to get into business, start a fashion line using East Indian fabric. And I'm sure the Citizen Bank will finance him for that. Anyone from Sodo, I suppose they can't be here because the elections are on the 4th of December and they've entered into the quiet period. But you know, today made us all very proud. We've raised the bar. Yesterday made us very proud. We raised the bar. And I'm not referring to the typical bar of the Bandra Gymkhana. Okay? This is a different bar. Tomorrow we'll be raising another bar. Each day is different. The sad part is that each performance is only for once. Wouldn't we all love to see today's show being repeated and repeated and repeated? So let's prevail upon our guys to get more and more of this. And then we should have similar shows of Goans, of Mangalorians, and, all that comprise the Salsa Society. The Salsa Society, as you know, embraces everybody. East Indians, Goans, Mangalorians, Mallus, Tamilians, everybody who shares the same value system. And I think that's what this whole thing is about. Let's enjoy our heritage. Some people have asked me, why 80 years? You celebrated 75 years. You want to know the honest truth? We had 75 years. At that time, I'd just become a trustee. I had been a president 25 years before, and I'd lost touch with the Gymkhana. I hadn't felt the pulse. And there was a restless feeling within me to do something for this Gymkhana that will stay in everybody's memory forever. And this is how it's happened. And I've got to thank Neil and Rosalind and all of them yesterday. Let's give them a very big hand, because without them, that wouldn't have happened. It was such a fantastic show. Today was Roger and Lucia and everybody else that Neil and Cornell mentioned. And tomorrow is Mari Paul's show, which will be another height, another bar being raised. And that too will be terrific. And I wish you all will come and tell your friends to come too. And finally, I don't know how many of you know, for the last 6 weeks, I have been virtually crippled in a hospital for a month. But the dream carried on thanks to my dear friend, Cornel Gonsalves. He was there. He said, don't worry, I'll be there. You can make 400 calls from your mobile phone on a hospital bed, but somebody must be on the ground to make it happen. And Cornel with Neil, with Rosalind, with Roger, with Lucia, with Mari Paul, and Roger Drago, and with his sound and the lights and everything, they made it happen. Thank you, everybody, and thank you for coming. And thanks a lot to our chief guest, our very own Air Vice Marshal. Frankly, I wanted him to show him off to the community, because this is what I think he's the first Air Vice Marshal of the community. And he's probably going to be the first Air Marshal of the community too. Let's pray hard for him, okay?
Thank you, Roger. Just two things I need to mention. I slipped when I forgot Christabel Peter. She was busy cutting the ducks, the onions, the kandris. Christabel, if I've forgotten your name, I've done that just now. And finally, like Roger said, the entire 4 days, be it the vintage car right till tomorrow, was conceived when Roger handed it over to Neil and Rosalind. These entire 4 days were conceived by Neil and Rosalind. So you need to give them, and got their entire troupe together. Give Neil and Rosalind a big, big, big hand. Neil, come up here. I know he's tried to be the Garzawai this evening. He's not yet got that girl. He's trying hard. And Neil is going to take you through the final finale. Over to Neil. Thank you. Good night. God bless.
Thank you,
Okay,
Tony.
so for those of you that weren't here yesterday, when Roger and me first spoke about this, he said, Neil, I have an idea that for this 80th celebration, we should make an anthem of the Bandra Gymkhana. And that's a big challenge. But yet again, members came to the fore. And what you're going to hear is probably the second time that we are actually playing the anthem. This anthem is all about life at the Bandra Gymkhana. We'll have the screen scrolling down all the lyrics. This was composed by a member of ours who's also an ace composer and producer. His name is Clinton Serejo. Clinton does a lot of work in the Hindi films. The next film, Kamine, no, not Kamine, sorry, the new Vidya Balan film, he's doing all the music for. Kahani, I meant that, Kahani 2. So Clinton is the one that actually composed this. Annabelle Ferro, who's another member of ours and a dear friend of mine, she's put down all the lyrics, and yours truly did the singing. So this is a family affair. So I want you guys to enjoy this anthem. The chorus is really simple. So let's hear the Bandra Gymkhana anthem. This one's called We Are, It Feels Like Family. And you must sing the choruses.
Sometimes in life, with its worry and strife, you wanna press pause and just be. Hang with the boys, make some noise, taking a little TLC. That's when you know there's a place you can return to, where there's always someone to care. A place I've been rich and kinda, one that's simply someplace where it feels like family. You and me, being together is how it'll be. Chasing rainbows, big enough to share. I know I can do it, for you'll be there. Feels like family, it feels like home. Back with memories and Kodachrome. It feels like you and me, feels like family.
So the chorus is very simple. You can sing the second chorus. Come on.
Feels like family. Out on the courts, we learn to play. We strive to win the game. Preparing to shine, we fight and we grind. Getting it right is what we aim. For we know we got the right spirit, and we know we're not alone. It's that place that's like no other. Call it your own comfort zone. It feels like family, you and me. Being together is how it'll be. Chasing rainbows, big enough to share. I know I can do it, for you'll be there. Feels like family, it feels like home. Back with memories and Kodachrome. It feels like you and me, it feels like family. So come on home to a place where there's a happy face, and for that moment your worries will be far away. For we're simply the best, and we know that's the way we'll always be.
Okay, lovely.
Cause it feels like family, you and me. Being together is how we'll be. Chasing rainbows, big enough to share. I know I can do it, for you'll be there. Feels like family, it feels like home. Back with memories and Kodachrome. It feels like you and me, feels like family. Feels like family.
Pretty tune, huh? Pretty tune. So I'm sure this is going to be played at a lot of Gymkhana functions, and you guys are going to be singing it. I'm sure you'll learn it the next time you hear it. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. It's been a fabulous evening, and I've enjoyed every moment of it, as I'm sure you guys also have. I hope to see you guys here tomorrow. There's going to be a galaxy of singers on this stage with a band. And I might tell you that every one of the singers are Bandra Gymkhana members. And we're going to take you through about 2.5 hours of some really cool music that starts with the 40s and the 50s and makes its way all the way down to current stuff. We've got a lovely band with us, and you know, this show has been put together by Mari Paul, as Roger said. So we'd like to see you guys here tomorrow. And I think we're going to start at like 7:30 sharp. So try and be here, 7 o'clock. 7:15, I'm told 7:15 is when we're starting. You need to come here, you need to grab yourself a table. I don't know whether we'll have Kimad. Somebody forgot to give me my kettle, but I'm going to make sure I get one backstage tonight. So thank you very much. You've been a wonderful audience. Good night. God bless.